Hi friends, this is Sanit More, the founder of Sannis.com, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing as well as a review of the keyboard TVS Gold Prime. So I'm also going to be talking about why this keyboard is the #1 selling keyboard in India. So stay tuned till the very end of this video because it's going to be a very exciting video. It is a mechanical keyboard, so the experience and the feel that you're going to get on this keyboard is going to be totally different from the membrane keyboard that you usually use. The feel on these sort of keyboards is absolutely different. I mean, the feedback that you get on these kind of keyboards is going to make a bigger difference because it's a mechanical keyboard. I mean, you can completely change the look of this keyboard by changing the keys. You just have to pull the keys upwards and they just come out, they just pop out, and put whatever you want to on that. So you're getting a red switched keyboard at this price point. It's a very much go-to deal, and it's talking about the switches of this keyboard. These TVS lineup keyboard comes with 3 types of switches. One is the blue ones, the red ones, and the white. So I'll talk about all of these switches, but let me explain you what is the difference between a blue, a red, and the white switches. If you are a typist or if you want to be like working on something related to typing, then the blue switches are going to be fine for you. The clicky sound that comes is going to be much louder and powerful in the blue switches. Talking about the reds, the pressure that you apply on the red and how fast the keys get triggered. So basically you have to put less pressure on the red keys to trigger the key. Also the sound is comparatively less than the blues and the browns. So talking about the white switches that comes with the Gold Pro, those keys are waterproof, water resistant. Yeah, but the technology that they have used in the white switches, it's a bit different than the blue and the reds. Okay, now talking about the Gold Pro, my recommendation to you if you're thinking about going for the Gold Pro is they come with a very unique kind of a keys. Here in India, the most common keys are the blue, red, and the browns. The switches that the Gold Pro uses are a bit on the rarer side, and also the Gold Pro is always out of stock. And the cost of that keyboard, the Gold Pro costs around about 3,500, which is not worth it. I would recommend you to go with the standard gold version or the Prime or the Bio. If you're looking for a sturdy keyboard with a very good performance and nothing fancy about the keyboard, this is the keyboard that you're going to be going for, because yes, this keyboard is a powerful keyboard. It is made up like a tank. There are people who have used this keyboard for around about like 10 years and the keyboard is still working. How much cool is that? I mean, for a keyboard, yeah, it's really awesome. I'm not a big fan of the keyboard sounds, but yeah, some people like to hear the sound of the keyboard. So here's the sound. I have removed the key from the minus switch, and here's how it sounds without the key. So there you go, that's what the keyboard sounds like. Now if you're looking for a keyboard with the PS2 cable, which is the older cable that used to come with the older PCs, then you will have to only go with the gold version, the standard gold version, the TVS Gold. The Prime, the Bio, and the Pro doesn't come with the PS2 cable, so you have to compromise on that. A lot of people have been complaining about the backspace key being very small. I don't think that's a big issue. You will get used to it in, let's say, maybe 5 to 10 days. I mean, it's not a big deal, the backspace key being small. So this keyboard also comes with a 1-year warranty. So the other benefit of this keyboard is that it's a dust proof or dust resistant keyboard. Is this keyboard good for the gamers? Well, I would recommend you, if you are a gamer, I would recommend you to go with the Prime version and not the Gold or even the Pro, because yeah, the keys of the Gold or the Bio or the Pro are going to be on the louder side. The gaming action is going to make your place or your gaming place very noisy. If you're okay with that, it's fine. But if you're looking for a silent mechanical keyboard, then the Prime is going to be a better option because it is the quietest among the series of the TVS. So yeah, if you are a gamer, you should be probably looking for the TVS Gold Prime. Yeah, it's going to be a good gaming keyboard because it comes with the red switches, and the response time of the red switches is going to be better. So usually the gamers prefer the red switches over the blues, but yeah, it's like it's controversial, it's debatable because every person has his own choice. Well, talking about a keyboard being noisy, the blues are actually going to be the noisiest one, followed by the white. Yeah, the sound of the white keyboard is bit high pitched, but it's a very short kind of a sound, and some people would love the sound of the white switches, but if you are looking for less sound, then you should go with the red one. I'll be putting the link of every keyboard in the description box below, so you feel free to like check it out. Well, now talking about the RGB lighting on this keyboard, or the LED lighting on this keyboard. So you have got only 3 lights on this keyboard, and those are the num lock, the caps lock, and the scroll lock. Nothing much fancy. The keys on this keyboard feel superbly awesome. So yeah, even if you're a jobless person, it will make you feel like a professional thing. Even if you're doing a shit kind of a work, it will make you feel like you're doing something important. Oh, now the technical specifications of this keyboard, yeah, you can find that on the Amazon website, or I'll put the link in the description box as well. But I'm just going to be talking about my own experience. I was very happy with the performance, and that's the reason I'm making this video. So it's not a sponsored video. I paid for this keyboard and I got it for my own self. If you're interested in buying this keyboard, I highly recommend you to go for the TVS keyboards. Yeah, I'm not going to be making this video a very long kind of a video, but I'll put the links in the description box below. You go ahead and get this keyboard right now if you're serious about your work. Get it right now. So see you in my next video. Till then, stay connected and bye.